Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back with yet another episode of the world's 15th greatest podcast, the Rabb1t podcast. Before we get into anything, I somehow managed to get sponsored. Check them out, Gamer Sups. Hey, look at this t-shirt. That's awesome. You want this because I like it, and that means you also like it. They also have amazing shaker cups. And what's the technical term for this stuff? Like, it's not like, what's the like?
Energy supplement.
Energy supplement? That'd be it?
Yeah.
Check them out. Link in description. My favorite's the citrus lemonade. I'm a big lemonade simp.
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah.
Carson, did you get something?
I did. I got me this. Look, see, I'm not like the whole, hentai fan. To each their own, but I still went ahead and got me one because, got to support the boy and try it out. Not gonna lie, I used to be a pretty big, G Fuel simp, but after trying this out, I mean, there's no chalky taste.
Yeah.
It's a lot more flavorful. In fact, I still got a couple more packs around. I think I'm gonna buy me a tub of Blue Raz because
I have that one as well. It's my second favorite.
I love Blue Raz.
Very good. It doesn't give me energy. Like I'm not gonna lie and say it does, mainly because caffeine doesn't work on me, but it does taste good. And I would wear that shirt right now, but it's too hot, and I'm always in a tank top. So there's that.
Yeah, matching tank. Well, not matching, but both in tank tops, dude.
Hell yeah, tank top boys. Look at these two losers in shirts.
Speaking of tank tops, I like that tank top, Justin. Where'd you get it?
Oh, this is my shirt. Look good, don't it? Yeah, this is mine. Link in this. Look, I just have so much stuff for you guys. You guys should just spend all your money on me.
Yeah.
But this is something. So we tried to record the podcast, but Carson's internet or his power went out. And before that happened, we were talking about John China. Killer, do you know the whole story behind this, right?
Right. So basically, I'm gonna pull this up here. So John Cena, as we all know, he's a pretty big China simp. But basically, Too Long Didn't Read. He basically said that Taiwan is not a country, and that is not cool. You can't be saying that, especially not around me. I'll lose my shit. Because I'm very anti-China, very anti-CCP, very free, very pro-free Hong Kong, all that good shit.
We here at the Crazy Rabb1t LLC are very anti-communist. Very
anti-communist here. Anyway, so Too Long Didn't Read. Do we just want to watch the video, actually, Justin?
Yeah. Can you guys all pull it up? So I'm gonna switch to my fancy new layout. What is that? Magic.
That's so sick, dude. That's epic.
Should all watch it. Press the play button at the same time. You guys ready?
Yep, ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
你好，中国，这是叫西娜。我必须说，现在，在速度与激情中，我做很多采访，很多，所以在一个采访，我有一个错误，所有人问我，如果我可以用中文。
No one asked him. It was the Chinese government.
Yeah, no one asked him. No, they did not ask him at all.
Information. 所以很多采访，很多 information， 我有一个错误。
That you did make a mistake, John Cena.
Yeah.
You did.
很重要。
Very, 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 very
important.
China, yes, sure, bro.
Very, very sorry. Not just sorry.
This man's acting like he used racial slurs.
He basically did worse than that.
Yeah. He denounced an entire.
I love how he's not actually saying what he did. He's trying to play both sides.
He said, "I made a mistake. I'm very,
okay."
Very sorry.
Yeah, he not once actually said what he did. Wow.
He's he's trying to admit it's I did wrong, but if you don't know what I did, then you don't know what I did.
Just know that I love China.
That was his response to all the people in China calling him out on saying that Taiwan is a country. That's what that was.
So, when it said F9, did that mean the Furious, the next movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what that meant. What a simp.
Because Taiwan's the first country that can watch it. They get it first.
What?
So that's
fuck John Cena. What an ass. Used to be cool.
China,
what happened?
Dude, here's the thing. I was a long fan of John Cena during his wrestling days. He was a fucking bomb. And now I see he's done something to me that's absolutely broken me as a fan of his, and it fucking hurts. I hate to get emotional and shit, but it fucking hurts when people do shit like this.
Do you remember when he used to come out in the cargo jean shorts and the spinning chain?
He used to be American as fuck.
And it wasn't even like this was like his first like intro music. It was like some really grungy rap. It wasn't even like, you know, his catchy one. It was just like, oh, it was so cringy, but it was so funny.
And look where he is now, fucking kissing Xi Jinping's bumhole.
It's not like they need the money. He's a very wealthy man.
Well, you know what? Okay, but is he wealthy in social credit score?
Oh, that's fair. Can't have that social credit score going down now.
We need to keep that at a peak point, or else he's gonna fall off the charts, which is not good.
Do you think like the higher ups made him apologize, or do you think he actually wanted to apologize? Because he saw like the flag.
That apology sounded like it couldn't have come from higher ups. Like it sounded like he just kind of panicked and he was like, "Hold on, I love China. I'm sorry." Like
he needed to fix his reputation.
What a piece of shit.
From what I understand, he's always had like a really good relationship with China in general, and so
yeah, that's true.
He didn't want to jeopardize that. And he freaked out and made this video, which probably backfired, but
definitely
backfired. To bring more attention to it.
That video currently has 3.4k dislikes and 1.5k likes.
That's all. Jesus.
So it's not as bad as I thought it was, but it's only got 100,000 views. So,
man, we live in a fucked up world when Keemstar gets more views than John Cena.
Oh yeah,
good.
Definitely.
John Cena doesn't deserve any more views after that.
Yeah, true. He doesn't deserve any more attention after that.
Well, who's the YouTuber that sold out to China?
Art Baker. He's on
Art
TikTok
Baker?
now.
But isn't there a term for like white people selling out to the Chinese government?
You brought us out.
Yeah, we brought this up last time.
I know, but I can't remember what it is.
Why is it in your head that much that you you constantly think about this?
Because I see all these celebrities shilling out for China.
Are you interested?
It depends how much they're going to write a check for.
Exactly.
I'm trying to look this up.
I know
I'm trying to look at the Urban Dictionary and everything. What did you think it was called?
I think last time you said like white monkey or something.
It's something monkey. I think it's like... I think I saw some YouTuber that explained the whole Art Baker situation.
Dustin's right. It's actually white monkey.
God, I'm so good. White monkey. I knew it.
White monkey.
Okay, this is the definition of Urban Dictionary. A person who works in Asia, normally China, and whose qualification for the job is nothing more than being a Westerner and normally Caucasian.
Where do I sign up for that job?
I don't fucking know, but you were right. It is actually white monkey.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. John Cena's a white monkey. That sounds kind of It sounds so bad.
It sounds really racist.
The word white
sounds really racist.
The word white wasn't there. I wouldn't be comfortable saying it. But we can make fun of white people here.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do that.
Speaking of people getting canceled, what were you gonna say?
So that's a John China scenario.
Speaking of people getting canceled, Carson, have you been paying attention to the whole Vanoss stuff?
Oh man, you know I am.
Because I have purposely been trying to stay away from it because I want to hear it first from you.
All right, I can give you the really quick TLDR about the entire thing. So you have the people call them the Vanoss Crew, which you're gonna see people bitching on Twitter and in comments of videos about them that they're not actually the Vanoss Crew. They don't have a name, but because they don't have a name, everyone just calls them the Vanoss Crew. So if you don't
know who those people are, it's like a bunch of YouTubers that actively like play together and record together.
Oh, dude, they pretty much owned gaming YouTube in the early 2010s. Like owned Gmod videos, everything like that. And so what ended up happening was another guy called Omrecker, who you've probably seen him in some type of YouTube group over time. He's used to play with Markiplier. He used to play with C-Nanners. And most recently, he used to play with the Vanoss guys, H2 Delirious, Vanoss, Wildcat, all of them. And things got really interesting last year because they started, kind of removing Ohm from all their groups, saying, we don't want to hang out with you anymore. We don't play with you anymore. You're an annoying little shit. And he did not take that lightly. He went to Twitter. He started bitching on Twitter. And then it basically just sat there for like a year. Well, all of a sudden, Ohm goes to Drama Alert. Now, this has happened so many times where someone has new news and goes instantly to Drama Alert, and I think that is the bitchiest thing to do. Same thing happened with Call Me Carson when all his drama happened. The very first things the guy did was they didn't go on Twitter. They didn't say anything like that. No, they went directly to fucking Keemstar to start it off, and it was like, oh my god. Of course
they fucking did. Why would you not go straight to fucking Keemstar?
No shit, but So they go to him, and he's saying all these things. He's like, "Hey, man, like, listen, the entire group, they're a bunch of pedophiles. They're trading, underage nudes. They're sexting minors. Like, look, I have all this evidence." And things very quickly fell apart for Ohm, because Ohm is going at a large group of YouTubers who are much bigger than him with a very dedicated fan base and very loose evidence. The girl that he was accusing the entire group of having relations with was just a mutual friend of the group, basically like Lauren is to us. Imagine if Lauren was 2 years younger, we were all 18 and 19, and she was 17. That's essentially what that situation was, where they were calling her, fucking slut, suck my dick, stuff like that, because this was like mid 2010s. That's how we all talk to each other.
No one's ever talked to me like that.
Yeah, right, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure. But so all that's happening, and instantly Ohm's entire creditableness just falls apart. But there was one thing that did come out as true, and that was that H2O Delirious was recorded having a sexual conversation on the phone with who ended up being a minor. Now, that kind of goes a little bit deeper. One, he wasn't aware of the minor's age at the time, supposedly. That's, no way to know if he actually knew or not. But he was set up on that, where it was actually another member of the group told the girl to go do, he didn't say anything sexual. He said just do whatever it takes to get him to show his face, because Delirious is a very private person, has never shown his face. And one thing led to another. It turned into a sexual call, and she recorded everything and shared it with the group, and they passed it around, like a bunch of giddy school kids. And then it was revealed that she was 17, and it was revealed that it was a prank on him. Things got really tense inside the group for a bit, boiled over, and they all apologized, but they agreed to not make it public. Well, years later, Ohm gets into the group, hears about it, and he just decides that he's going to use this as blackmail. Like, he starts talking about it on Twitter, not saying names, blackmailing Delirious into, like, you need to defend me and tell these guys that they have to play with me again and record with me. And it's like, you're such a little bitch. And things just kind of kept escalating like that, to the point where, at this point, it's still not very clear if Delirious is innocent or guilty, but Ohm has ruined himself so bad, credibility-wise, that even if he is giving hardcore evidence, people are just going to brush it off completely, and Delirious is going to get away scot-free. And I think it is the first time I've ever seen cancel culture completely backfire on someone in such a massive degree.
Yeah, I haven't really seen, like, anybody trying to cancel anybody besides the guy who tried to start shit.
Yeah. And it's because he went there with, like, this strong vendetta against everyone. Like, he was, throwing around a lot of harsh words towards it.
Die on the podcast. We
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah, take a drink of that. Yeah. Sippy.
But like, everything just backfired on this guy, because it turns out that some of the allegations he was accusing them of, former members of the group, they were being interrogated about other things by choking. They were being interrogated by other members about unrelated things. And they were like, okay, well, I think, someone's kind of recording this call here, because this call is feeling kind of sus. So they started saying blatant lies, which is very irresponsible and was very stupid. And he came out and admitted that it was stupid and he shouldn't have done it. But one of those lies was, oh yeah, like, we have a group chat where we all share nudes and all that. And then that girl who was recording him went to Ohm went to Keemstar. That rumor spread like wildfire. It was bad, dude. But there were so many times that Ohm was ruled as discredited and unreliable. At this point, he could have hardcore evidence. Like, look, here is a picture of Delirious, 6 inches deep at a 15-year-old, and people would say, like, Photoshopped, don't care. Like, that could happen at this point. That is how bad the situation has got. It's where now it's kind of just hands up in the air. Like, no one really knows what to think about it.
My whole take on stuff like this is, I believe both sides are lying and telling the truth. Like, I believe there's some truth, like how he was right about the whole, he was in a call with an underage person. Like, he got that right, but he got some other parts about that. Like, he didn't know she was 17, stuff like that. Like, I think there's lies and truth on both sides, and it's almost near impossible to figure out who's telling the truth on what.
Yeah.
Because I totally believe that a bunch of big YouTubers probably did some shady shit back in the day. I don't think they're still doing it, but back in, the early days of YouTube were like the fucking Wild West.
Oh yeah, they really were, dude.
On top of it all, it's like, so like, you've heard about it a lot, about how fame can, like, really fuck with people's head. And you see it happen in Hollywood a lot, but one thing that's kind of new towards our generation is internet fame happening very quickly and rapidly to someone, how fucked up that can get someone in the head. Where all of a sudden you go from just a regular dude trying to finish up your classes in high school to having millions of people watching your videos, thousands of dollars pouring into your bank account randomly, big A-list companies reaching out to you to do things, and thousands of fans reaching out to you on Twitter. I don't know a single person who wouldn't crack under that pressure. Like, especially doing it alone, where back then you had to do it alone. The only people who could kind of help you was Machinima, but they were kind of shady as shit. So
no, I still are.
They ended up spending all their money on cocaine.
Wait, really?
Not all their money, but they spent a vast majority on drugs. They did a lot of cocaine.
Fucking sweet.
So yeah, a lot of those old like gaming organizations and companies really fell off. Like Rooster Teeth, Game Grumps to a good degree, Machinima did. I mean, Full Screen fell off pretty hardcore. Maker Studios fell off pretty hardcore. A lot of like
Maker Studios fell off when they fired me.
Multi-channel networks completely fell off, but that's because they tried filling a gap that was definitely there, but no one really knew how to handle. Since then, there's been a lot of really good like agencies that have happened. Like Night Media is one that I'm very familiar with. Who, they do awesome with their guys. They provide them all sorts of really good assets and lawyers and specialists for all sorts of different things. It helps organize everything. But back then, I mean, a good example is Shane Dawson, for instance, who obviously the dude is really fucked up and has a lot of issues. And
that man is something.
I could have told just by looking at him.
Yeah,
he has that weird face, and you can just tell something ain't right.
I have no doubt that before fame hit him like a fucking semi, he was weird, but he probably wasn't completely deranged.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
As soon as the money, the fame, the connections, the lifestyle hit him like that, everything just spiraled out of control, and he just fell into like the darkest hole you could ever fall into.
He used to be a pretty good-looking dude. What the fuck happened to him?
Okay, it's like probably. He wasn't, and then he was, and then he was not again.
Like, now he, what the fuck? Pulling up some pictures of him. God damn. Dude, what the hell? Used to be a pretty decent-looking guy.
But
that's what I used to be like obsessed with him back in the day, and then like modern day, he kind of like started like getting well known again, and then all the old shit kind of like resurfaced, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Why did I like that? Ew.
What was that? What was that about?
You said Rooster Teeth earlier. I don't think the fall of a YouTube channel has hurt more than watching them.
Oh yeah.
They have 9 million views.
Sure, bro.
30K views, 35K. They're the definition of get woke, go broke.
Go broke for sure, dude.
When was their latest video posted?
16 hours ago. Their only views on their channel that get views really is their animated stuff.
Oh, like Ruby and all that.
Everything else is they fired like majority of their old founding fathers don't work there anymore. Like it's a completely different.
Oh yeah, I mean between people getting canceled or leaving because they probably could have been canceled, or realistically just getting tired of it, dude. Like, so many people have just moved on completely. So
I remember when they fired the one guy who created Joel, who like helped create Rooster Teeth. They just randomly fired him out of nowhere, and he was one of the people that started the company.
Weren't they all like diddling kids or some shit?
One of them was.
One of them. I don't know anything about that.
There's always one.
No, those one guys were. Yeah, they were fucking fans and cheating on their wives.
Yeah, and that was like confirmed and all that. But
bro, what's up with YouTubers and like diddling kids?
It's a weird fucking topic, but like it's fucking
too many coincidences here, man.
YouTubers and it's Super Smash players. It's just both of them.
Yeah, I've heard that one as well. They also did a lot of kids.
Here's actually the interesting thing about Rooster Teeth, which this is a can of worms we probably shouldn't get into, but so the Rooster Teeth guys never had sexual relations with minors. They did groom them though, and grooming's that interesting topic because it's not illegal. It's not illegal, but
it's weird.
It's very weird, but at the same time, people always contribute back to this one thing, which is like, oh well, there's a power dynamic. It's always the more powerful person influencing the less powerful person, and you have to think at that point where it's like, okay, even if they are of age, because this has happened to people who were of age too. Call Me Carson's situation, for instance, he was canceled because he was more popular than the girl he was talking to. That's literally what it was, is that the girl he was talking to, who he was 19, she was 17, so people were like, okay, that's not really weird or anything. But he was a famous YouTuber, she wasn't. And so he obviously has this powerful influence over her. We should cancel him for abusing his influence, even though he never said, well, I'm a famous YouTuber, or she ever said, oh well, I'm a big fan. It was just, hey, let's start talking. You're in my Discord, and that's how things happen there.
I just don't have any sympathy for anybody that gets almost canceled for talking to somebody that's underage, because I would never do, even if I'm 18. The second I turn 18, I'm not talking to anyone, anything like that, under the age of 18.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
Well, I mean, age aside, it's like, so Justin, a 19-year-old famous YouTuber, let's say
I was a famous YouTuber.
Yeah, let's say, Killer's 13 million subs on YouTube. He's getting 2.5 million views of video. He's hanging out with like all the big YouTubers in LA and all that. And 18-year-old girl's on his Discord talking. He randomly DMs her one day and they start talking and things get intimate. Is that wrong?
No, if they're 18, I don't give a fuck.
Because a lot of people say it's wrong because, of course, she's going to do whatever he says because he's,
No, I don't care about that, because you're retarded if you want to sleep with someone because they have more power and influence. I don't give a fuck. You're retarded. That is the
biggest fucking thing is for why people have been getting canceled.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. That person knows what they're doing. They're trying to sleep with you to get more fame. No, fuck that person. I only care about the age thing. That's the only thing I care about. Everything else, like, oh, this person has a bunch of influence, and the other person felt like they had to. Like, no, they knew what they're fucking doing. Like, we trust these people to vote and everything else, but they can't sleep with people? No.
That's the part that really always fucks me up, is that Call Me Carson was canceled not because of the girl's age, but because he was famous. And because he was more famous than her, and because he bragged about it to his friends, and his friends did not like it, they went to Keemstar. His entire career was fucking ruined.
Of course they went to Keemstar. Wouldn't the internet be a better place without that man?
With the gnome.
Oh man, he had probably the worst night in his Twitter career last night. It was hilarious.
I didn't see it. I did not see that.
In case you lay out who Keemstar is, in case people don't know.
If you don't know who Keemstar is, don't look him up first. Don't give that fucking gnome views. But he's a drama channel. He goes by Drama Alert on YouTube. Guy's been banned off YouTube 3 or 4 times. The man
technically shouldn't be on YouTube. He technically shouldn't be on YouTube.
He gets around with it by saying that Only Use Me Blade or something like that is the actual owner of Drama Alert, and he's just the host. I mean, there's footage of this man like screaming the N-word at people and telling them to go kill themselves.
Okay, listen, who hasn't done that? All right, let's be honest here.
Oh, it gets worse. I mean, a lot of people credit him with the suicide of Etika, that big Smash, Nintendo player. A lot of people, credit Etika's, suicidal tendencies to Keemstar for, intentionally driving those thoughts into his head because it made for good content on Keem's channel, as well as other, horrible things.
You remember the Etika stuff, yeah?
There's videos out there of Keemstar yelling at 15-year-old fans to like lift their shirts up on camera and all that. And
the most infamous one, we all know what I'm talking about here.
It's Alex, yeah, where he was
the Alex clip.
No, because Alex was his friend, and that right there discredits that entire thing to me.
So Alex was his friend.
It does
Alex
to me,
was his friend, but he was doing it in the context that he wasn't his friend. He even said multiple times since then that him and Alex were not on good speaking terms. What he was doing was not a joke to Alex. He intentionally was trying to fucking hurt Alex. 100% he was trying to hurt Alex. It'd be like if me and Justin got into a big fight, weren't talking for a week, and then I get onto a stream and just start talking mad shit about Justin. You could say, oh, well, him and Justin are friends. But if I was like, oh, no, me and Justin weren't on good speaking terms, like, I fucking hated the guy at the time. That's exactly what fucking King did. It was fucking despicable.
From what I've heard, again, not a fan of Keemstar, but from what I remember of that, because I watched something about it a while ago, maybe a year ago or something like that, like, Alex did something to Keem, and then that was his retaliation to him.
Yeah.
I think. I don't remember the whole story. I have to go rewatch the video.
So
Not
think
a fan
about
of
that next
Keemstar,
time
by
you
the way.
give me red buff. I want you to think about that.
No, from what I remember, you are right. Alex started it by he did something to Keem. He threw Keem on the bus about something, and that was Keem's retaliation. But no, Keemstar really, honestly,
But he's done 10
Huge
times
piece.
worse than that.
he's honestly a huge piece of shit. So anytime someone goes directly to him with drama, it's fucking awful. And I mean,
Yep.
it's
It's just toxic. It's just toxic for the internet in general.
well, that's why it was nice last night watching him get some just desserts on Twitter. There's this one guy who's been trending for like 24 hours. Can't even remember his name, but he's also like a drama react channel on Twitch.
Scarce? Oh, no, on
No, it's
Twitch,
not
I don't know.
on Twitch. It's like Aaron or something like that. But him and that Ludwig guy, if you guys heard of him, he was the
I've
one
heard
that
of
did like
Ludwig.
that like
Yeah,
massive
I heard of him as
subathon.
well.
Well,
He's the one that was like streaming for like until streaming every time he streamed, like he'd get a new every time he got a new subscriber on stream, he would continue to stream like a minute or something.
yeah,
Right.
and he was like the most subscribed on Twitch for like a couple weeks or something because of it.
I would love to do a
Yeah.
stream like that. That seemed like it'd be fun.
Yeah, it was a subathon, but he was hanging out with a bunch of other like really big Twitch streamers. They're all hanging out, just enjoying themselves. And this Aaron guy was trying to start shit on Twitter, and Keemstar was like backing up the Aaron guy. And then one of the guy, like the Twitch guys, was like, "Keem, shut the fuck up! You're not even allowed in your preschools." And Keem's tweet 6,000 likes. This guy's tweet like 60,000. And like
funny.
everything these guys were saying to Keem were like 10 times over ratioing him, and it was the funniest thing.
Now, I'm not going to judge people that aren't allowed near preschools, okay? Just because you get a couple sexual offenses, you're not allowed in your schools anymore.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You
Because
know
you get
all about
4
that,
or
wouldn't you,
5 of them,
Justin?
you're not allowed near preschools anymore. Bullshit.
Yeah, you know all about that, wouldn't you, buddy?
My probation officer says I can't talk about it right now.
Ah, yes, your probation officer. I forgot. I couldn't forget about him. You guys are like best buds, aren't you?
Best pals, man. What can I say?
Oh
Well,
god.
I'm gonna move on to another. This one's kind of a shorter topic, really quick. Did y'all hear about the Adrian's kickback stuff that happened?
No, I saw you say it, but I have no idea what that is.
So, have you guys seen Project X? That's kind of the first question.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
All right.
Oh,
so
yeah,
Project
I have.
X. Oh yeah. So Project X. If you guys haven't seen it, so Justin, Lauren, I say that y'all should go watch it. It's definitely like a C tier film. You know, it's not like a high
It
production
is.
thing.
But it's
But-
pretty good.
The
I
story
remember
of it
hearing
is
about it. Isn't it like a bunch of party shit, right?
kinda. So
Yeah.
what it is that kid's parents are out of town. He throws a house party. It gets out of control. Thousands of people show up. The cars are in the pool. House burns down. Cops are called. Like all this crazy stuff. It's
Guy
basically
comes with a flamethrower and burns the fucking place down.
yeah.
chat.
It's like what. It's essentially like what would happen if a house party just, you know, got exploded in popularity and everyone showed up, right? Well, that's what happened with this Adrian's kickback thing. A couple of kids posted on TikTok they were in I think they were in Huntington Beach or something like that. But they were like, "Hey, we're having a little bit of a kickback. Here's the address. Like, you know, y'all show up." And this thing got like 1.8 million views in the first 24 hours.
Oh,
And these were
Holy
like
shit.
nobodies. They had like 80 followers on TikTok, and then this happens. And so naturally, thousands of people show up. And like, you know, there's helicopters, there's like hundreds of arrests, there's people like trampling, you know, cop cars. Artists are showing up, putting on impromptu concerts with speakers in the back of trucks. People are like racing down the beach and all that on 4-wheelers. And it was just an
Fuck yeah, that sounds like a good
party.
time.
It's just a kickback.
179 people were arrested.
Yeah.
Jeez.
God
And-
damn.
Like there was like rioting in the streets. Oh man, it was the funniest fucking thing.
That would be
Um,
something that I'd fucking go to in a heartbeat, bro. I'd
Hell
love to
yeah.
do something like that. I'd
Be so
love to do
fun.
something like that.
Hold on, I think
As
I
long as
actually
I don't
have-
get caught.
I have a video.
Oh, I'm
of
willing
it.
to get arrested for the meme, bro. I'm willing to get thrown in the fucking watch house for the fucking for the meme. but-
Guys, guess what?
Hey,
taking
guys,
dicks
guess what?
taking dicks in
I'm
prison.
taking dicks in prison.
How
I'll send you,
depressed and funny
I'll send you a photo of me, Justin, like this.
There's a crackhead behind you ready to stab you.
There, I actually sent a video that someone recorded of it, and you can actually see just how crazy of this thing
Yeah,
was.
switch.
And
Yeah, it's loud.
It's amazing how
This
a
all started
TikTok-
from a little party, and then oh god, they have fireworks.
It started from just some guys posting on TikTok. They're like, "Hey, we're having a kickback like Sunday. Like, y'all show up."
Oh,
Everyone's just fighting.
Yeah, like it basically just turned into like almost full blown riots, but there was like no movement behind it. It was just people wanted to party.
That's hilarious. You know, good for them. Was it in California,
Yeah,
right? LA?
Huntington Beach.
I don't know where that is. I'm assuming.
If it's in California, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's in
Good.
California,
Destroy California. We don't need it. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't need it.
which is, oh, it's so funny.
We all know the East Coast is far superior.
Oh yeah. West Coast unnecessary. Doesn't do anything.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah, just get rid
contribute.
of it.
Yeah,
You know-
bro. West Coast, the East
What
Coast. Woohoo!
Keep talking from your little island down there.
Sure am, bro.
Hey, Killer, I have a question. So is your webcam
Yeah,
actually
bro.
upside down so we can see you normally, or?
Yeah, it is. I also have magnets in my feet.
Ah,
So he doesn't want to
Nice.
fall to the bottom of the
It's a
earth.
good tactic.
these guys are, all Australians are like infamously good at the whole Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah.
What the
Some
fuck?
smooth criminal. Were they
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
It was nothing
It-
like that, but yeah.
The magnets.
Yeah,
in
it looks
their
nothing
feet.
like that.
Shut the
bud.
fuck up. I'm not Michael
having a-
Jackson. I can't.
Yeah,
believe
having
you.
magnets in our feet's pretty good. Comes in handy. I like a lot. I don't mind it. When I come visit you guys, I'm gonna have to take them out of my feet though, because then I'll go flying into the fucking air, because the gravity's different there, bro.
Do
You
they
have
make you
to
take them off before you
adjust.
get on planes?
You have a different gravitational pull.
Yeah, exactly. The gravitational pull's all fucky.
All
Oh,
fucky.
man.
I wish you were able to
Oh,
come to
fuck.
Vegas with us.
I live in Fort. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go on that topic now, because fuck you, Australia. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vent,
Yeah,
man,
fair.
vent.
Let's go for
Alright,
it.
so there's a state in Australia that's going to a complete totalitarian lockdown over maybe like I think it's like 20 COVID cases. Complete totalitarian lockdown, everything's shut. You're not allowed to go out unless you desperately have to. The normal shit happened. People went out, panic brought. But here's the worst part that happened. There's been an outbreak in an aged care facility, which is really fucking bad. Because remember that was that New York where that happened?
Yeah, where they
Yeah.
just shoved all the old people in nursing homes. We're like,
And like 60,000 people fucking died or some shit like that.
something like that.
Yeah. People are worried about that happening in Victoria now because there was an outbreak in a really large nursing home down there.
Just let the disease do what it wants.
So when people say Australia is COVID free, no, stop lying to yourself.
But
That's
their
my
gun laws are
rant
so
done.
effective. We should model everything after them.
Yeah, bro, it's kind of like daily shootings in Australia or shit like that. That
No.
doesn't happen.
You
Yeah,
guys are
lies.
violence free.
And just like that, this video is not available in your country.
it gets blocked
Killer's
in
internet
Australia.
gets fucking taken out.
Okay, there's like a fucking a guy comes through the door, fucking just like a gear, just fucking.
You know how you
You
can't
guys
say
never
Tiananmen
saw.
Square in China and all that? Eventually it's just going to be like you can't say COVID or gun laws in Australia and your internet cuts out.
Yeah, you get firewalled, bro. It's fucking gets shut out.
And you just type in NER and then as soon as you hit F, the internet turns off.
Bro,
It's nerfed
I'll
for
tell you
nothing.
that scenario. I'll tell you that scenario. It's official. South Australia has actually made them fucking straight up illegal now.
Nerf
Oh my
guns?
God.
Yeah, they're illegal. So if you wanted to go, so example, Australia doesn't have Walmart. But as an example, if you wanted to go to a Walmart now, they have to have what is known as an armorer's dealer's license to stock Nerf guns.
That's
So-
so stupid.
Is it just because they're projectiles?
They look like a gun.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's because of the look. So if I get a Nerf gun that looks, nothing like an actual gun,
No, it doesn't. It's still.
No,
not
you're
like-
gonna get 4 to 10 years in prison.
so you're telling me that if
what's
I show up to like any Australian government building with a band and a paper wasp in my hands, am I about to get arrested?
Yeah, you probably fucking will.
Tackled
I'm not
to the
even
ground.
joking.
Start billy
come out
clubbing you.
Yeah, just beat the fuck out of you, bro.
We might have barbed wire around our White House, but shit, I'm pretty sure rubber bands are still legal.
No. They're not
Listen, all I'm
here.
saying is we didn't have barbed wire around the White House when Trump was in office. Just saying. That's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying
Is
to
the
say.
man wrong? Is the man wrong?
Also, gas wasn't about to be like $4 to $5. I'll take it. What was the one tweet I saw? I'd rather have mean tweets than $5 gas.
Yeah,
I'd rather have that right now. God damn it.
crazy man. I've seen people tweeting about it all over Twitter. Like
That's
the gas
funny.
prices. There's an account I follow on Twitter called Biden voters posting their L's, and it's so fucking
I
funny.
follow the same account too. It's fucking hilarious.
It's fucking so good. Just people posting their fat L's.
Trump tried to warn us, man. He was the chosen one.
Did you guys see that China is now censoring the lab theory on Facebook?
Oh, what a shocker, because it's true.
Yeah, because it's the true one, so they're censoring it on Facebook now.
Yeah, a lot more stuff is coming out, and the Wuhan lab theory is. I believed that from day one.
I like to believe the bat soup as well.
I joked with the bat, but even since day one, you can remember me saying, "Yeah, some dumb bitch probably brought it out of the fucking lab."
Of course,
We know it was a woman because they were irresponsible.
Yeah.
What is that movie? Contagion or something? That
I know you're talking about, Carson. I just can't like.
I'm pretty sure it's Contagion or something like that, but I think that's it. But it's the same thing that basically happened with COVID. It literally was a bat in China, and in this case, the bat, ate something that was at a lab or something like that, or a bug or something, and then from there it it ate a banana that caused the virus to first start there, like the mixing of the two DNAs.
Banana.
And then it then defecated and the feces landed on some pig food. The pig ate it. Now the pig is carrying the virus. And then the pig was, butchered, and the guy who butchered the pig didn't wash his hands and shook hands with the girl who ended up just traveling across the globe, spreading it everywhere.
Always
Which
comes
is-
back to women.
Always.
Always.
If only they were real.
Yeah, that's also true. Women's aren't real.
Oh, speaking of China, did you see they're allowing people to have 3 kids now?
Three children now.
You are now allowed. Woo! Progressive
the
right there.
Progressive society, bro.
They're making strides. I like it. Good for China.
Strides. Good for China. They're finally becoming like a normal country. No, of course they're not.
Oh my God.
No, they're not committing genocide. They would never.
They're not committing genocide. Hong Kong is not a real country. Taiwan is not a real country.
So to move past that onto another Justin, you had Russian army and U.S. army on your...
Yeah. Did you guys see that ad?
Lincoln.
Man, let's see if I can find it. The Russian. So there was a tweet that showed the Russian army ad versus the American army ad, and it was the funniest fucking thing. I don't want to watch you talk about it, but
I think I have some a different opinion than you on this one, Justin.
you might, and I think I might know why you do.
Yeah.
But hang on, you can just watch it whenever. I'm only gonna show clips of it because I don't think I could show the full thing. But it shows the Russian army being all badass and stuff.
Yep.
I want to
You
watch
know the
Dave
Russian
Rubin.
army actually has conscription still.
With a little girl raised by 2 moms.
So they might look all badass and
also
everything, but the
marched for
general
equality.
populace of the army is not exactly well trained or well off.
I like to think I've
Yeah.
been defending freedom from an early age.
The Russian army ad is all awesome and they're doing badass shit, and then the American army ad's so this woman, we need to be SJWs, then this woman has 2 moms, and this
I
means she
finished high
joined the
school at
army.
Top of my class.
Why is this anime? Why is this a thing? I just want to see tanks blow up and shit. I don't care about it.
I just want to see tank blow up and shit. I just want to see violence, bro.
What, Carson? What's your opinion on it? I think I know what it's gonna be.
So here's my kind of opinion on it. And the very first thing is out the gate. These ads are targeted for 2 different things. These ads have 2 different audiences completely. The Russian army ad was made for other countries to see. That ad was made as a display of power online.
Yeah, and that's what I want us to do. We need to make more of those ads.
Well, the U.S. Army ad that it's being compared to, I think, is a very unfair comparison, because that is an ad showing that people in the military can have all sorts of different backgrounds, and that they can go ahead and be in the military regardless of who they are or what their past is. As long as they're able to do their job right, they can make it in the military. Which the girl who they're talking about in that military ad, she is active. She is active in the military. She has a pretty high rank and everything like that. And they chose her because that was something that just as her background, it wasn't something that really stopped her. Where there's been a lot of things going on with our laws in the military about, oh well, you can't join if you're a woman, you can't join if you're transgender, you can't join if you're gay, where those things are slowly being removed over time in favor of, listen, if you can do we don't care what you are, who you are, where you come from. If you do a damn good job, you do a damn good job, and that's what we worry about.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that actually.
Yeah, but now the world's making fun of us, and I don't like that.
The world makes fun of us for many reasons.
Yes, but I don't want us to make fun of our army because our army's dope as shit. I want to bomb some shit.
Back up every other country for God knows how long.
Here's the part of this that makes it really interesting. The reason this got so much attention was because of Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is the one who started, posting this.
Okay, hang on. Before you do not call him Ted Cruz, the Zodiac Killer. You will refer to him as rank, please.
I'm gonna refer to him as fucking pussy because that's what he is.
Zodiac Killer.
This guy is talking about how embarrassing it is and about how the Russian government's doing better. It's like, all right, first of all, how fucking unpatriotic of you as a government official to be boasting about another country's, military.
I think it's unpatriotic. I think it's just you don't have to have undying loyalty. You can call shit out when you see it.
Oh no, you can call shit out when you see it, but calling shit out when you see it and blatantly saying like, "Oh, this country's doing so much better than us," especially
when it comes to ads, yes, they are. That ad, their Russian ad's so much cooler.
Well, it wasn't just that.
You could probably find a good amount of American Army ads that are quite similar to that one. It's just doesn't make for a good comparison or good news. So
yes, Ted Cruz likes to push this agenda because he is basically as far alt-right you can get, as well as having the highest chromosome count I have ever seen in a human being.
No, I thought that was me, bro. What the fuck?
So
bump down to second.
Ted, and this is coming from Ted Cruz, who, again, I called him the world's biggest fucking pussy because back when Texas had its massive power outage, he talked about how important it was for Texans to stay strong, and it booked a fucking flight.
Okay, no, this is where I draw the line because what the fuck? Okay, what the fuck is he supposed to do? He's not the governor. He's the rep. What's it called? The
representative.
Yeah,
he's that. Buddy. You're almost there.
Wasn't the governor. He can't do anything, and he already had the vacation booked. I would have done the exact same fucking thing.
No, all right. The issue there is that he's talking about how we need to stay strong together and all this stuff. And then the very next thing you see or hear about the guy is about how he's leaving the state to stay someplace warm. Which, no, it was not a pre-booked vacation. It was a spontaneous thing. So fucking spontaneous, they didn't even get a dog sitter. They left their fucking dog at home alone in the cold. People drove by his fucking house and you could see his fucking like little poodle at the front door just kind of staring at everyone.
Canceled now. We're not allowed to talk about him anymore. I'm mad.
And it was just like
two shits about the people. No, fuck all the people, but the dog. No, that's where I draw the line.
This is the same guy where when Trump was in office, Ted Cruz boasted about how amazing he is, and then Trump didn't reciprocate. He then talks about how shitty Trump was, and then goes right back and says, "Well, he's so amazing. He's so amazing." He is such a people pleaser. It is fucking ridiculous.
Well, the Prime Minister of Australia, when we had those really bad wildfires, he did the same thing. He took a fucking holiday to fucking Fiji, I think it was.
Yeah,
he's like left the country behind. He's like, yeah, fuck you guys. And everyone was like, okay, cool.
No,
be fair, fuck Australia.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, you're not wrong.
And here's the part that made Ted Cruz look bad is that even when Ted Cruz did that, other, state officials, they were out, doing food drives. They were out helping push water to people. They were trying to at least help the community and give at least somewhat of a good public face. This guy's like, nah, man, there's martinis calling my name.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
I don't blame him.
And
if
it's
he was
like
the governor, I would blame him, but not the representative. I don't give a shit.
As funny as that is, it's like you're in a political position. You are directly in the eyes of the public, and that was, in my opinion, the least, public-oriented thing he could have done.
Yeah, same. That's what I thought when the Prime Minister did that. I was like, that's the least, public-oriented thing you could have done. That's the least popular thing you could have done is just fuck off and leave the country when it's literally burning! It's on fire! It's fucked!
I don't expect your Prime Minister to be out there.
California's on fire all the time.
I don't expect your Prime Minister out there with a fucking, with a fireman's hat and a hose, spraying down houses, saving the day, flexing. I don't expect that. I expect him to, show up to communities that he can, help deliver water, make, charitable donations to places and areas that are going to need it, and give that good public face where there is some faith in the government with these people. No. It
doesn't bother me.
Oh, man. It bothers me. But
yeah, it kind of gets under my skin as well, but I can also understand what Justin's saying.
What if he was the governor or, someone with actual, real power? like to do shit. That would bother me if he was that, but he's not that. He's just some retard in Washington.
I to an extent, like, I get what you're saying, Justin, but at the same time, I think the biggest thing is like how he was talking it up the day before. Like, he was literally like,
he's
yeah,
a
we gotta
retard
be
for.
together, and then he just said, I'm heading out. Like, if he didn't say anything and then just dipped, maybe it wouldn't be as bad, but he was literally like, yeah, we got this, we'll stay together, we'll stay strong. And then he was like, all right, fuck you guys, bye.
To me, it all comes down to, did he have the vacation plan? Because I looked up and a bunch of things say yes, a bunch of things say no, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck to believe.
Did he have fun?
No. I doubt he had fun.
he had fun.
Yeah.
How many drinks did he have in him? Did he have a
Not
screaming
enough.
child behind him on the fucking flight?
Probably.
I don't know, man. He's the Zodiac killer. His tolerance is probably through the roof.
Yeah, we have no stories because they're all dead, everyone he interacted with.
Rolling back to how we got on to Ted Cruz, though. It comes back to the Russian army ad. Like Lauren said, I've seen a bunch of like army ads where we do showcase a lot of strength and all that. I feel like this was a very unfair comparison.
It's not at all like the same type of video to be compared.
Yeah, and boasting about how much better Russian is while not defending, your country at all in that, being like, well, it's not a fair comparison, or even just not saying anything at all. Going out of your way to publicly denounce the video and those who were in it is so fucking wrong.
That's kind of dumb. Don't do that, but I don't think you should have any animated video for an army
And that's
ad.
fine.
That is
And
dumb.
that's fine. And I feel like we have the right to be able to say that thing because we are held to a much lower standard than someone like a fucking senator. Like, seriously?
Can we also stop bombing and giving money to other countries? Can we stop doing that?
That's so fucking stupid.
Well, didn't we just give Israel, like, Jews are my people? 1%. Rise up.
1%.
Didn't we just give Israel like a shit ton of money? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, you guys do it every year. You guys do it every fucking year.
Why do they need it?
But you guys do it every year without falter.
The only reason I can imagine us doing it is because we're like, hey, listen, we're just going to slip you this cash and we're not going to have another 9/11. Like, that's all I can imagine has happened.
I don't care. Well, this is the reason we have a 9/11 is because we keep giving them cash. Stop doing it. We have oil. We make oil. We have a lot of it. Well, not anymore after, I think, Bo Jiden. I think he stopped a lot of that. But we have oil. We don't need it from these other countries. Stop doing. Can we just go back to isolationism? Can we please?
No,
Fuck these other
that
countries.
was a fucking terrible policy.
Fuck these other countries.
I'm not going into it on the podcast, but that was a terrible.
No, we're doing it.
Policy.
Fuck these other countries.
It was so bad.
Fuck the Middle East. Fuck Europe. All y'all can govern yourself. Let China take over, and then you guys will miss us. Yeah,
exactly.
U.S. is so bad.
That's why I fucking have people who say that shit because this is exactly what's gonna fucking happen.
It is. Everyone's always shits on the U.S. for policing the world. Let us stop doing it for like 1 year. See what happens.
And see what fucking happens. It'll go to shit.
Do we have bases in Australia?
Yeah.
Do you pay for them?
I don't think so. Well, I know there's joint exercises that happen there.
I don't care about
the Australian Defense Force and the United States Marines. It's a Marine base.
Oh.
Why do? Stop sending people. Can we just not spend money? Like, we have roads that need to be paved. God damn it.
The United States is just
our
the
bridge from Kentucky. Oh, let me talk about this. Our bridge from Kentucky to Ohio. It's one of the most, literally, it's one of the most dangerous bridges in the United States. It caught on fire from a tanker that was carrying some very highly flammable shit. Caught on fire. Then they reopened it after they.
Bridge. So it's an Australian bridge because it catches on fire.
And Californian.
Yeah. It's a Californian and Australian bridge, bro. Because it catches on fire.
So after the fire, they repaired it, and then parts of the bridge fell and almost killed people. So then they closed it down again. And now the governor of Ohio is like, you know what? Instead of repairing this bridge, we're gonna give $5 million away to random people who've got vaccinated. Fuck this bridge that's causing Rabb1t to have an extra hour in his fucking commute to Ohio. Let's not fix the bridge right now, and let's worry about this.
Big simp energy.
I want the bridge to be fixed, god damn it. I'm tired of spending 2 hours to go play paintball. It used to take 45 minutes.
Well, now it takes 2 hours.
So, roll back a little bit. $5 million for people who've been vaccinated. Like, are they just giving cash, or is it like for?
They're holding a lottery. If you have been vaccinated, you can apply to it, and if you and 5 people are going to win $1 million.
retarded.
Can I apply?
That is such a
No,
smart
fuck
idea on
you.
how to
Put
get
it to
people
our goddamn
vaccinated.
bridge, motherfucker.
Okay,
That
but
is
I'm
such a
just
smart
saying,
idea.
if
There are
it's
2
already
bridges
out
that are
there-
closed.
If
2
it's
of
already
them.
out there, I will take it.
It's only to Ohio people, I think. But it's so infuriating.
Guess who's moving in? I'm on my way.
That
I
is
hate this.
so
Why is our
fucking
government so
retarded.
inefficient when it comes to spending money? I
I
hate
thought
it.
Australia was fucking retarded, but that's the next
That
level
is-
fucking.
Like, I
That's some
love Florida.
Ohio type shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds like a brilliant idea.
No,
I
this is
love
retarded. Fix my goddamn bridge.
One,
No,
we
traffic
get to
is
fight Rabbit.
insane
2,
now.
we get to get people vaccinated. 3, we get to create a fire hazard. Dude, this is like a triple threat. I'm so happy.
It's
I'm down.
so fucking infuriating. I love Florida, but they've repaved the same road. Like, they repave all the roads, even if they don't need it. My road that I lived on got repaved every fucking year. It didn't need it. They just kept repaving it
That
every
sounds
year.
like such a waste of money.
I
You gotta
guess they,
spend money somehow, bro. They
like,
gotta
we don't
find-
have ice down there. The roads don't crack. Like, why is the government so retarded? Can we
Well,
not?
I don't fucking know,
Can we
bro.
spend money efficiently, please?
What would you
Speaking
spend
of-
money on, Justin? If you were like the fucking governor of Florida, what would you do differently?
Government of Florida? Well, I'd try to help some of the inner city, like the coastal cities. All beautiful and amazing. The more inland you go, the more outback it fucking is. Yeah, banjo, get the fucking banjo and the good old boys. It's just, I'd probably focus on trying to get those cities up, because those cities are like, when I drive through them, I'm like, ooh, lock the door,
Lock the door, window up.
window up. It is scary.
Oh man. Well, I mean, war on drugs kind of fucked over, a lot of Florida. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the
that
war on
can't-
drugs was such a bad idea. It was such a bad idea.
It made someone, not us, but someone in the government, a lot of money. Probably. It's the only way I can think of
So,
it.
let's recap the war on drugs real quick. A large majority of the weapons that are being brought into the U.S. illegally, we actually gave them. We just
hell
fucking
yeah.
gave them because we thought it was a great idea to put tracking devices in them. And
They
then
just took 'em
upon
out?
the yeah, they literally did. They got them and they took out the tracking devices, and all of a sudden these guys have like boxes of fucking machine guns and shit, and they're just like, yeah, U.S. government gave it to us.
They literally had a
That's a
tight
good
label on a
point.
tracking device.
It's
Fucking
like,
retards.
so it's like, all right, so that was a bad idea. On top of that, by making drugs illegal, that increased the price on them, which now people are making more money off of them, and then this money made them more potent, which increased addiction rates, which increased side effects, which also increased production and put more on the street. It's like,
It's so dumb.
oh
Pretty
man, the war on
epic.
drugs. The war on drugs was like the world's worst butterfly effect. It was just like,
It really was. Dude.
oh my god.
It really
But-
was.
Kind of looping a little bit off of the spending money thing here. And I'm really honest. Lauren Killer, I don't know how much of an opinion you'll have. I'm really curious about your opinion, Justin. 'Cause I know you like cars.
Yeah.
So a big thing that's going on in
That
government
was
spending right now.
sexist.
How is that sexist?
Name me 5
Why'd you-
cars.
Why'd you specifically name me out?
I
There's
said
also...
and Killer.
Oh,
Yeah, he said
I
and
only
killer.
heard, I only
Yeah,
heard Lauren, my bad.
both of
I
you.
was
No,
like,
both.
what the fuck?
No, both of you. Anyways, they were talking about spending for electric vehicles. And the reason I bring this up is that Ford recently announced its Ford F-150 Lightning. Have you seen that yet?
Fuck.
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
I fucking hate anybody who ever drives an F-150. If you drive an F-150, never fucking talk to me.
I would
Alright,
drive
no,
the
talk to you
fuck
again,
out of
then.
this.
Fuck you.
I would drive the ever living fuck out of this.
I used to work at a
F-150.
at a Ford dealership, and I hate every F-150 owner.
So here's why I like the F-150 Lightning. The very biggest part is that this is the first manufacturer to start pushing electric vehicles super hardcore, other than Tesla. And Tesla is really good at being innovative, but they're very bad on production quality. And so now that you have someone like Ford pushing into this is a really good thing for electric vehicles. Which I love electric vehicles. I love the whole concept. I love the future plans for them, and I love the power behind them. Because this is also like their fastest and their strongest F-150 fucking ever. So,
Oops.
and this also means that there's going to be more electrical mechanics across the country that are needing to be trained and learn how to work on these electric vehicles, which in turn then lowers the cost of maintenance on them, and it's a win-win situation for everyone. So
Yeah, I like electric cars. I just think there's a lot of like the fire issue is kind of alarming to me. Lithium batteries and fires don't go well together. I think once we get that figured out, once we get more gas stations having charging ports, and once we get that to be faster, yeah, I don't think we're there yet, but I think this is definitely a good start.
Well, we're getting there, bro. That's for sure.
Also need to make them cars lighter because that's probably not going to do well for our existing infrastructure. If we have every fucking 10-ton car driving at once.
I can't remember what the weight of the F-150 Lightning is. I do know that it can go. It was basically like the rule of 40s or something like that. It was for $40. You could fully charge the thing in about 45 minutes or so, and then you can go 400 miles.
The curb weight's 4,500 pounds, or well, roughly 4,500 pounds.
All right, so that's not even too bad for like a full-blown fucking truck.
Yeah, that's really not, honestly.
And so it's like, I love that this is happening because now Ford is doing it, which means that next Toyota and Chevy are going to be pushed to do it, and Dodge is going to be pressed to do it. I fully expect in the next 2 or 3 years we're going to have an all-electric Jeep Wrangler, and that will be fucking crazy to see. So, I don't know. I'm really excited about the future of electric vehicles, but I wanted to see if you had any opinion on that, Justin, because I
guess they're about the same. That's 2006. Who the fuck cares about 2006? Hang on. Yeah, I like electric cars. I just don't think we're there yet. I wouldn't buy one. Okay, so it's about 5 to 600 pounds less for a regular gas car.
Oh yeah, so I feel like this is just such a big step in the right direction, and it makes me so happy because these things are also super torquey, and no one needs a vehicle. Like the Tesla Roadster can go like 0 to 60 in sub 1 second. Like no one needs that ever.
Yeah,
you should like the Australian government.
Cool.
You should like the Australian government. I don't like that.
It's like no one needs that, but it's so fucking cool.
I need it. By the time I get my Nissan GTR, everyone's gonna have an electric car, and I'm just gonna be like, well, the whole reason I bought this was to be fast, and now I'm not fast.
Put massive tits on
it. Yeah. Now I'm not so fast.
The titties drag me down, bro. They make me go slower.
Just get it like a massive pair of silicone tits on the back of the jiggle while you drive.
So this is completely unrelated, but I have been watching for the past couple of days. I've been watching nonstop gambling videos on how to play like all the things for Vegas. Like I've been learning how to play craps. Fucking impossible to learn.
Yeah, that game's hard as fuck.
I watched like 5 videos on it. I'm still like, okay, so I can do this. Wait, what? Not playing that game. I learned all like the little things for blackjack. A lot more rules than you would think.
Yep.
There's a lot of etiquette. Mainly, the main thing is etiquette. Like you got to know when you're allowed to touch things and when you're allowed to bet and hand signals and shit. Learn how to play roulette. I can't wait to do that. That's just pure luck. Like I'm learning how to play all the games.
But I think it'll be pretty fun.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. I've literally been watching so many videos about it.
You want to play Texas Hold'em? Because that's the only one I really know how to play.
I haven't watched that video yet.
Yeah, that's the one I really know how to play. Is that one?
I can't wait to walk into the Luxor and be like, "Hey, so where's the Go Fish table?
Where is the 50 cents bidding table at? I have a whole dollar.
Quarters. I got a roll."
I'm excited. I'm gonna bring so much money and I'm gonna lose it all, but I'm gonna have a good time doing it.
Bro,
I'm telling you, you have to win ZWC so you can instantly bet all things.
I'd bet it all on black and just see what happens.
There's a guy on TikTok that put he walked in with $1,000, put it all on red, and then was able he ended up winning like 10,000 or something like that.
That's exactly what I would do.
What would you spend the rest of that money on, Justin? Blow?
I'd gamble it again.
You'd gamble it again? Fuck,
listen, the worst that could happen is I just don't get any money.
So here's the rule with gambling: is that if you walk in there with $100, you play it like you're fully intending to lose it, but as soon as you get over $100, you pocket 100, and that means the rest of the night is free.
That's what I would do.
So.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Frozen.
Oh, he froze.
Is he frozen or is he just zoned?
No, he's not.
There you are.
I thought that this man's fucking brain just buzzed out.
I mean, it kind of did for a little bit there. For like a second or two, I was fucking zoned out of fucking to another dimension, but I'm back now.
Yeah, can't wait for Vegas. Can't fucking wait.
One thing I kind of realized when we were talking about it in the mod chat earlier Don't you have to be 21 to go into a casino?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's the point? I wouldn't even have fucking going anyways.
Well, Manlet plans on going.
Can't go.
This guy. He won't be allowed to go anyways.
That's one less thing I have to worry about.
I don't know how many. Like, I know all of our mods are legal, so just let's say that. I don't know how many of them are 21 though, so I don't know who's all going to be able to go
I'm
to.
not.
They're not even going to gamble. They're all probably squares. Nobody's going to gamble with me.
Wow.
Man, I remember when we went to PAX, you
Justin,
and me were the only
Justin,
ones
if I
that even
could, I'd
drink.
draw my fucking life savings out.
I'm your
to fucking
favorite
gamble.
mod. Okay,
You ain't
can't-
gonna go fucking play blackjack with me. You're a woman. They're not gonna let you
You
in.
don't know what I'm gonna. I'm the best mod. I'll do whatever
Prove
you
it.
say. I'll
Prove
do
it.
whatever you say.
Let's see it.
Prove-
Let's see it.
Do it. Hey!
Can you hold it up like to right to the camera?
Like.
Right there,
oof.
yeah. So in case you don't know, people that are watching, it is a requirement to be a mod for me to get my logo tattooed on you. She's the first one to actually do it. No one else has done it yet.
I said I'll do it in
Like,
Vegas.
I'm the only verified mod.
Yes, she's the only verified mod. Her rank immediately went up.
Listen,
It's
I'm an
making
admin.
you-
I
Yeah,
was
no,
at the
that's good
bottom.
too.
I was at the bottom because of my gender, and then it just it's the first
Skyrocketed.
time
She's one
in
of the bros.
history that a woman has been at the top of Rabb1t's list ever. For
Exactly.
anything.
Killer, listen, we're exempt. We're not mods. We're admins.
That's
No.
true. We're
You also
exempt.
have the you also have the moderator role. Don't
Not
even
anymore.
You have
Not
to get
anymore.
my killer. I better see that fucking logo on your ass sometime soon.
It's coming, bro. But I want to do it with you in
Then you
person.
can
Yeah.
change it to Harry ass 24.
We can make a video out of it.
I'm telling you, dude, you need to make it to where the little, like, either the eye or the nose is your little.
As soon as you get it on your ass, I want to slap it right when it's done.
We should make a YouTube short out of that, bro. That'd be good content.
I like your cut, G. Whack.
Swack my fat ass. We'll make some good
Wait,
content out of that, bro.
If you want really good content for this, they sell tattoo guns on Amazon.
Oh, I'm not getting a home tattoo from Justin.
I was gonna say give it yourself one. Just get a mirror. And just be like,
What? All right, hold on.
No, my ass
Really-
is too fat for that, bro.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. We're gonna blindfold Lauren, and me and
Okay.
Justin are gonna get completely
where this is
blackout
going.
drunk. No, we're gonna get completely blackout drunk.
sounds kind of
And
rapey.
Why
Lauren,
do I always have to get blindfolded?
Yeah, I don't like.
just wait. You will be tattooing Killer, and me and Justin will be guiding you while completely blackout drunk.
Okay.
It's not a terrible
Left,
idea.
left. I'm going left. Wait, that's right. Shit.
That's
It's like,
not a terrible
you need to
idea.
go up a little bit.
I'm
No,
completely
more,
down for this.
more,
Let's do it.
more.
Can I also be blackout drunk while blindfolded while tattooing Killer?
I don't see why not.
All right, sure.
Am I
Kelly-
just a fucking? Am I just this fucking like test dummy for you?
You're a
Is that
sacrificial
all I
pawn.
am?
Killer,
I'm
I
a
hope you know that you
sacrificial pawn
can't
in the
be.
machine?
You're not allowed
Content.
to be drunk while getting the tattoo.
You have
It's
to be
not healthy.
sober.
Like, why? Why? I love grog. What the fuck? Why am I the one that gets
You
exempt?
can get drunk afterwards. You're gonna need
Yeah,
it.
that's
to
your
not remember
reward.
Anything, but
I'll be the only grog man here.
That's my reward. I just get fucking just blind fucking drunk.
Exactly.
Did I tell you about the last time I got drunk and I threw up on the way home?
did you throw up in the car? Or...
No.
Alright, here we go. It was me and my brother actually. So
Why does it not surprise me that your brother was involved?
So we went to the local bar and we got fucking shit faced, like fucking annihilated. I'm
You don't have to be
talking,
18 to drink in Australia, right?
yeah. So I'm on the 19. So this wasn't that long
You
ago.
were like,
Actually. This wasn't that long ago. So we were absolutely shit faced, both of us. And it was me, my brother, and his girlfriend, and we all got an Uber home. And then halfway home, my brother's like,
Oh,
"Dude,
no.
pull up." And he's like vomiting in his mouth. He's like, "Dude, pull up."
Not in this poor man's Uber.
No, luckily he got out, and then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Nah, dude, I've got to jump out as well." Gets out.
Did you
On the
tip
side of the
him?
road.
What if while
Did
you're
I
both
what?
throwing up, he just
Did you
drives away
tip
with you?
him?
No,
You're an asshole.
we were too fucking blackout drunk.
This man carried you drunk asses home and then let you throw up and you didn't tip him? You guys are pieces of shit.
To be fair, how could he have not let them throw up? It just stops them.
No, the second you hear, "Oop,"
Hold it.
no, you pull over and kick him.
I would have
Yeah.
rolled down the window and just said, look
You
outside.
didn't
The
even
worst
tip
thing is
him.
my brother threw up his fucking steak.
Man, have you ever been in a car with someone when they threw up on the, like trying to throw up out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was going down the highway going like it's like 2 in the morning. I'm going down the highway like 90 miles an hour down like an old back road, and this was like oh man, this is like 6 years ago now. There was a 15-year-old with us that was completely blackout drunk. Dude's a little legend, but he rolled down the window and tried to puke and just covered the car in barf. And I ended up
Oh,
sleeping
yeah.
outside of his. I ended up sleeping outside of his house. Like I just parked outside his house and we ended up sleeping there. And the next morning, I wake up and he's outside, shirtless and cut off jean shorts with a cigarette in his mouth, spraying down the car with a water hose, just trying to get it clean.
What a fucking legend.
I was like, I appreciate you, dude. I love you, Cheeto.
Anybody ever throws up in my car, we're fighting. I don't care how
All right,
sick,
so first
drunk.
goal when we get to Vegas, I'm throwing up in your car.
Because
going
I'm
in
gonna
his car.
drive
Oh,
my car
yeah.
all the way there. Yeah.
Okay.
You can throw up in the rental car. I don't give a shit.
The only person bringing a car, I think, is Nerf. So.
Oh well, I'll
Wait,
just throw up
You can
in that
throw up in
one.
his.
Wait,
Yeah, I'll just go get
are you
drunk.
getting a
and just go to
rental
his
car,
car.
Justin?
No.
I'll throw up
Oh,
in
so-
Nerf's car. We'll just do that in the Lexus.
This is the first thing we all
So-
do is just immediately go over there.
The
I have a-
unturboed Lexus.
All right, I want to ask you, Killer. Who do you think
Yeah,
out of
bro.
me, Justin, and Lauren is going to get the most drunk in Vegas?
You,
You.
Carson.
It's
It's gonna be
Carson.
Carson.
Hell yeah!
If
I'm
I was
excited.
there, I'd rival you in terms
Oh,
of just getting
bet,
absolutely
dude.
fucked. But I'm not sure who would actually be standing. Probably, I don't
say-
know, because we're both big dudes, so I don't know.
I gotta say the most I ever remember drinking, was I think it was 23 shots in a row, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's a fair bit. That's a fair bit.
And then there was like other drinks before that, and I remember like 1 or 2 big drinks after that. So you know those like comically huge coffee mugs that you can get at stores, like the
Yeah.
massive ones.
Yeah.
So this was my birthday, and they like filled it up with like rum, tequila, just all these horrible drinks, and then just topped it off with like this much Sprite and this much orange juice, but like this much was fucking alcohol. And
That
I
was a
remember,
good fucking cocktail, brother.
dude, I did everything I could to finish it. I don't think I ever did. I honestly cannot remember that part, but man, it was such a bad night. The only other time I remember getting that drunk was it was like 15 Jello shots or something like that, and like
That's so
Fiber.
good. I love Jello shots.
it was like 5 or 6 shots of tequila rose, and that was the night I actually blacked out. Like I woke up not knowing where I was. That was a fun one.
Is anybody gonna be drinking frou-frou drinks with me?
Oh,
I'll
I
do
am.
I
it.
would, Justin.
I'll do it.
'Cause I'm
Bud.
not down for shots and beer. Nah, give me a fucking daiquiri and pina colada, and I'll be happy.
Dustin, I will be sitting there sipping a pina colada with you while downing multiple shots of Jack. Just back
You
to
can
back.
do that. I'll be sipping my fucking strawberry banana daiquiri, and I'll be happy.
I said
I'll
it
do
in the
anything,
mod chat
bro.
earlier, where I said if I confess my love to Justin, just know that that's normal. I'm not drunk enough yet. If I confess my love to Lauren, realize I've probably hit my limit because now I'm just speaking random bullshit. If I confess my love to Manlet, I've obviously had alcohol poisoning and my liver is
Time to
filled.
put
Just
you
fucking
down.
kill me. Just
Take
end
him
my
out
life.
back. Put him down.
Oh man.
Confessing my
So now
love to man,
it's another confession to worry about.
In case anybody's watching doesn't know, Manlet is another mod who happens to be 4'9".
I thought
Yeah.
it was 4'7".
Might be
it changed.
4'6".
He grew
Okay.
up. He grew a little bit. He put,
put
some
his
deep soles
stilettos
in his
on.
shoes
When did he become over 3 feet?
not too long
Poor
ago.
man,
He,
but-
he had a growth spurt
spurt.
recently.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I feel bad for him sometimes because I know it's like if he knew better, he probably wouldn't be so bad. And I've tried, and then it just immediately backfires because he like doubles down on how awkward he is.
I've told him this. He's one of the smartest people. Everything and anything about guns and money. He's one of the smartest fucking people I know. Everything else, he is so fucking autistic. It's hilarious.
I'll just give him some lessons for about 6 to 12 months, see how long it takes him to kind of grasp some more social skills.
Oh man,
You're a braver one than I.
Yeah,
like I've tried. I really tried. Like I see him and like other mods getting into it. I was like, dude, listen, this is why they're mad at you. You cannot say this. And then will just immediately double down. Not only repeat it again, but then go into even more detail.
think
Thinking
that-
that will make it less awkward. And
I
I'm
think
like,
that my one thing with Manlet that ever actually made me like, okay, you gotta chill, was when I was innocently at Panera through the drive-thru with my roommate getting a sandwich, and then I get a message from Manlet that says, "Hey, I want Panera," and I was like, "What? What happened?" But like he just checked my Snapchat map, but I was like, "What the fuck? You
That's so
don't do
random.
that shit."
That's so fucking weird.
We love him,
So-
but god damn it, I can't take him out anywhere without having him entered. Like, before I introduce him to anybody else, I gotta give him a little warning.
It's like, listen, I need you to sign this waiver.
Like, if I introduce him to Tim, I'll be like, Tim, listen. This is the
This
guy.
man is very autistic.
He's fucking a genius, but in certain ways. Not too many.
So earlier, it was yesterday, I had what I would say is a strong number 4 on the craziest calls I've ever had at my job.
Oh yes, I love this.
So I can't remember what other ones I've ever told on the podcast, if any.
The Yoda
Right.
one.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Yoda will always be number 1. Number 2 was the transsexual. They were like switched like 5 or 6 times. That was being hacked via radiation through the cables on the walls off the deep web, by the police.
That's how it happens, yeah.
Then number 3 was the woman with no legs who had issues buying new shoes who tripped on her laptop.
Yeah, it's
Because-
how I would believe it. How is she supposed to buy shoes without legs? It's a huge issue.
Well, no, she couldn't buy them because her laptop wasn't turning on.
That's
Let
the
her buy
only
some
reason.
shoes.
Oh yeah.
And then this last one was, to quickly sum it up, Indian grave robbers are telepathically moving her ink.
I believe that.
And then tell him to stop.
And so
Yeah, maybe
Indian.
if you just
Every-
leave him a note.
every call I get,
Please stop.
I know if it's going to, like, how bad it's going to be based on how they start. If someone says I have malware on my system, or I think I got a virus, or my computer's not acting right, they're probably legitimate and honest. If they start off the call with, I've been hacked. No, I'm like,
These goddamn Indian grave robbers.
no,
The goddamn Fujiwara.
it gets really. So
Goddamn you are.
to paint the
Continue.
scene a little bit here, I got like 20 minutes left of my shift, right? And so this happens. My first instinct is like, okay, this is gonna be fun. I only have 20 minutes left. I'm gonna lean into this. I'm going to fully lean into this conversation and just see where it goes. And I was just like, well, why do you believe you're being hacked? And she says, because there's people in my phone. Huh? And I was like, what do you mean there's people? Well, I hit a bunch of buttons, a bunch of people showed up. And I was like, did it show anything else? And she said, no. I was like, and what happened? I hit another button and it disappeared. I was like, so there's people in your phone? She goes, yes. And I went, oh no.
That's not good.
Oh
They shouldn't be there.
And she was like, it only happens when I turn on Bluetooth. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, well, I know that they're in my printer too. And I was like, why do you think they're in your printer? Because they move the ink. I was like, they move the ink? And she's like, yeah, I can see the ink moving. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, and I think I know who they're called. I was like, who is that? She goes, Ruku. And I was like,
Ruku.
okay, Roku is what makes your smart TV smart. She goes, yeah, they're on my TV too. And I'm like,
Those
Yeah,
bastards.
and so I'm talking to her, trying to help her out. And then just randomly she goes, hold on, let me get my laptop here. We'll get back to the laptop. She goes, let me get my laptop here and I'm going to sign into the Google so you can see. No idea what she means by that. I don't know how I'm supposed to see this. I don't
Signing
know
to the
what signing
Google.
into the Google
Yeah,
is gonna
sign
help.
into the
Google.
Google.
The Google.
Now, have you guys know that when you sign into Google, it'll be like, use your smartphone to hit accept or allow or whatever,
Mhm.
right? You've seen that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She goes, "Oh my god, they're on my laptop because they're blocking access. They're saying that I have to make a request to get into my own account. Oh my god, they're in my phone. They're trying to get access via my phone. I hit block on my phone. That way they can't get into my account on my phone. Oh my god, they blocked me on my computer." My brain just made the telephone modem sound. I was like, this woman just blocked herself on her laptop from her phone and is convinced that someone else has done both of these things. And then she's like, "Well, I know who's doing it. I know who's doing all this." And I was like, "What do you mean who's doing all this?" Because remember, she's already told me it was Ruku.
Yeah,
Damn
so
Ruku.
So I was like, "Well, who's doing it?" She goes, "It's the Indian man and in the white van outside. Outside." I was like, "There's a van outside your house?" "Well, they're about 2 blocks away from the cemetery." I was like, "Okay, so there's a cemetery near your house?" "Well, no, they're in India." I'm like, "Oh,
What?
huh?" And she goes,
I thought she was
yes,
outside. I thought she was
Oh,
outside.
I
his
thought we
house.
talked about like the tomahawk Indians, not the shooting on the
No.
street ones. Damn it.
And I was like, okay. And who told you this? 911.
The police.
I want to believe that there was a 911 operative that had the time of his life for his day at the job. I want to believe that she called 911 because she said, yeah, I called him and I think he was part of them because he laughed at me. And I was like, oh God. She goes, yeah, I called him and he was telling me, they're probably, outside a cemetery in a van and like he was able to pinpoint their location and all this stuff. And I'm like, I really hope that she actually did call 911 and this guy was just either getting fired or quitting or something. And he just had the time of his life. Like he burnt down the building on his way out the door, essentially. And so I'm talking with her. Now, obviously, there's nothing I can do for this poor woman. Not a single thing. I keep telling her, I was like, well, the most I can do is scan your computer. And she goes, well, I would appreciate that at least. All right. What kind of laptop do you have? Oh, it's Apple. Okay, so it's a Mac. She goes, no, it's an iPad. I was like, well, it's not a computer. She goes, well, it has a keyboard. I was like, it has a keyboard? Yeah, on the screen. I was like, that doesn't make it a laptop. Well, I do have a desktop. And I was like, okay, yeah, we can turn on the desktop. She goes, well, hold on. Let me get my son in here because I need a little bit of help. And then she yells for her son, and he walks in, and she did preface that he was like 13 or 14, and he walks in, and she goes, I need your help, and he goes, no. And she goes, what do you mean no? She's like, I need your help, and he goes, She's like, what do you mean? And he goes,
what'd you say? You cut off.
You cut off.
Oh, he was like, I'm not doing this today, Mom. And she goes, but I need your help with the computer. He goes, no, Mom, I'm not doing. And she goes, where are you going? And he says, I'm not doing this, Mom. Like, I hear him, like, way in the background. She goes, well, I guess he's not helping. I don't know how to tell if the computer's on. And I was like, are there any lights on it? No. Is it plugged in? No. Gotcha. Do you use this computer? No. Gotcha. Then it's probably not going to have any viruses on it. Well, I got it from my great uncle. He's the president of oil. And I'm just like, good. Gotcha. So I'm dealing with Princess Oil, who's being hunted down by grave robbing, Indians via Bluetooth, who are also telepathic. This is lovely. So I was like, gotcha. Well, that's fine then. She goes, well, the person before you, which at this point I learned she was cold transferred. Someone else was dealing with her and just sent her to me.
What an asshole.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole.
She was like, well, they told me that if I replace my modem, that should fix everything. She said, do you think that'll fix it? And I said, I'll be honest, I can't think of anything else it would be. What am I supposed to say?
Before you hung up, you should have been like, thank you for calling. Just to really fuck with her. Thank you for calling, ma'am.
Thank you for calling us today.
You would have gave her a fucking heart attack.
I'm very thankful I can be of assistance today.
I'm here to move the blue ink.
It was actually me. I did move the blue ink. I'm going to remove the blue ink under your computer system now.
Well, so it gets real good though, because it's like, all right, so she's now convinced that replacing the modem can fix it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm 15 minutes past the end of my shift. I'm gonna lean into this. So I was like, all right, yeah. Replace your modem, and if that doesn't fix things, give us a call back. And she says, okay, well, I'm getting it Tuesday morning, so I'll be calling you back around Tuesday at noon if things are still having issues. I work Tuesday at noon. Ooh, I really, really, really hope I do not get this call.
Just transfer it to me. Send it to my phone number.
Answer everything. Like, thank you for calling. This is Roku.
Well, please. It gets really good because, so we have notes that we're supposed to take on our calls and document everything. Now, I never once did anything. I sat there and listened to this woman for like 35 minutes. So the only notes I left was, customer's printer is moving ink. We'll call back after replacing modem. That's all I put in the notes. Because I know that the next guy who pulls up her account and sees that note is going to be just as lost as I was in this situation, and I live for it.
Did you mention the Indian grave robbers?
Nope.
Those are very crucial to this plot.
Very important.
They get to learn everything the same way I did, which is luck of the draw. And, oh man, I love my job because it gives me some of the funniest stories, but sometimes it really makes me worry about people. So...
What is the old saying? Every 1 in 4 Americans is retarded. There's 4 of us. Oh, they're chose on American.
Yeah, I was about to say no.
That's at least 30%.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, bro. You're spitting facts. Facts machine.
Hell yeah.
I hate that shit.
Fax
no
machine?
printer. Have
Oh,
you
I thought
seen
you
that?
facts machine. Yeah.
Facts,
I
no
hate that shit.
fiction. That's my favorite.
Stop.
Laura knows immediately what I'm talking about because she browses fucking TikTok like a degenerate too.
I don't have TikTok. And
Killer,
I'll
do you
never
have TikTok?
open
Oh bullshit.
Good.
I would
I'm gonna
never
get that
ever
Chinese
open a
spyware.
TikTok in my life.
Do I
I
need
have
to like
Chinese
leak your
spyware on my
username right
mobile.
now or?
What'd you say?
We
I
don't have
said,
Chinese spyware.
TikTok
on.
is cringe. Imagine
Phones.
having one. Couldn't be
That's-
me.
I was gonna say one of us here actually posts on TikTok.
It's cheap. Yeah, Carson.
Nice try. Oh well.
Everyone, find Lauren's TikTok. That's the mission of this podcast. If you made it this far, find Lauren's TikTok and you win a prize.
Find my
Lauren also-
TikTok and just talk shit about me in the comments.
She also has a video that she deleted on her YouTube channel
All right,
of
look,
her
we
rapping.
brought this up last time. Nobody's gonna ever get the video.
Yes.
I will release the rap video.
So it is
Or at least-
unlisted.
Okay, no, look, if I can find a way to get the video, but I do have the audio. Okay, I have the
That's all I
audio.
want. I don't care about the
I
video.
will
I just want the
release
audio.
the audio of me rapping.
Please.
If Justin can make a pro woman any pro woman content on YouTube,
Well, I guess we're
it
never
has
gonna
to
get the rap, are we?
Yeah, we're not getting the rap, are we?
be sole focus
Justin,
of the video.
Justin, no, easy loophole here. Wear a rabbit bikini.
I am
just
very free the nip.
I just wear a rabbit bikini and just say we're wearing this. We're selling it on women who,
I will
beautiful
hand
this summer.
deliver you a thumb drive with the audio on it in Vegas.
Oh man, if
It's
we
like
ever
we're-
get this, so I'm gonna go ahead and help a boy out here. If we ever get this, it's gonna be Patreon exclusive.
Yeah. Join the Patreon, you nerds. Patreons get the podcast early. What are you doing?
The added bonus is that I was rapping in another language.
It was pretty
What?
funny. I think I'm the
Oh
only
my-
one in here that's seen that, and it was pretty fucking funny.
It was
There's-
Korean.
Yes.
It was a good chuckle.
It was a Korean rap song. It was like me and my friend, and then she was doing all the singing parts, which was like the chorus, and everything else was just me rapping Korean.
I thought this was like a school project where you had to. Like,
No,
make rap
I
songs.
had it up there because I was like, I put like all of like when I used to do like singing stuff, I would put up there for like family. That's literally the only
It's still on
purpose.
Instagram. It's still on Instagram.
And
I know
forgot.
that.
No, it's okay. That part is not on Instagram. But
Ah,
I forgot about the rap until Justin found my YouTube and he was looking through my shit and he's like, "What's this?" I was like, "Don't click that one. Don't click that one."
I knew I should have downloaded it when I had the chance.
yeah,
He
you missed
immediately
out,
deleted
Justin.
it. You tried to
Oh,
send the
man.
link to everyone else in the voice call and I was like, "It's gone. It's not gonna work now." You fucked up.
You had a chance to download it and you fucking lost it. Now it's lost to history.
Yeah,
What
that's
have you
my
done?
fault. That's my bad.
Everything's your fault, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair.
Us
Us
One
gotta
of
being
those
here
is.
is your fault.
Yeah. You guys could have been successful, but no, you had to meet me. It
Yeah.
all went downhill after
It
that.
all went downhill from there.
Fucking losers.
So
No, I wasn't a loser before you. Fucking bro.
I got a DM earlier from someone on Discord, and it said, "How did you bamboozle your way to becoming a mod?" And
Sexual favors.
I wanted to reply, literally, this just happened because I was unfortunate enough to join.
Can
This
we
is
talk
how-
about the fact that, like, for still even to this day, probably, but for the longest time, there was like this big, massive, like, known fact that the only reason I was your moderator was because I sold everybody in the mod team nudes.
I mean,
Not
are
true.
you? Is that false?
Yeah, I
They
didn't
weren't supposed to know about it.
What I
I
do
don't know.
now.
I don't know who.
I
leaked
remember
it.
Killer telling me about it, and I was like, you know what? If that's how you want to make new mods, go ahead, man.
Like, I don't know who leaked that information.
It's
I
so
do
good.
remember Carson paying me
Killer.
paying me $5 to pretend I sent him.
Literally just for the screenshots. Well, it was better because do you know where I got that $5?
It was
Nerfx sent it to me because of like some other bet, and I just immediately forwarded it to Lauren, and we were just sharing the screenshots.
He was
It
like,
was
if you
just
go with this, if you pretend to like send me a nude on Snapchat and like let me screenshot that you sent me a Snapchat, I will give you $5. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay.
Carson's paying for it when other people can get it for free. Jesus
I didn't.
Christ.
I
So I
didn't pay
guess
for it, Nerfx
technically-
paid for it.
technically I did sell a mod nudes.
Oh
Right.
man, it was so fucking funny. Cause it was like I immediately just got that $5. I remember it was Nerfx too. Like me and Nerfx had a bet, and he sent me he PayPal'd me $5, and then I was like, all right, well now I can just PayPal it over to Lauren. I've lost nothing but made a great story.
But I made a great story.
My favorite part of that was I didn't get blamed. It was all the other mods that were getting bitched at. No one cared that I had a new mod, and it was like, oh, these other fucking mods are bullshit. I never got blamed once. It was awesome.
I kept getting pinged, and they were like, "Who are you? Who are you?" Even now to this day, there was some random fucker recently who was like, "How'd you get mod when you're that level in the server?" And I was like, "Cause these fuckers, like, I wasn't around for a while. These fuckers have kicked me a million times, so it says I've only been here for so long. Like, you don't fucking know me."
Oh man,
It's great. Good times in the good old Discord.
Fucking times.
Join it or not.
Fuck
I don't
them.
Link in
care.
the description.
You know how to
Join it.
become a mod now.
Cunts.
Yeah.
Just
Send Carson sexual favors.
no.
How do you think?
I
How do,
didn't watch it.
how do you think I got mod, bro? Justin knows.
Yeah.
Blowies. A lot of blowjobs.
Lots of fucking blowies. I
Even
still
lower
can't
the
get
price to 97-cent sloppy.
I
I can't even get the
remember
taste
before
of.
Killer
I
was
can't
modded.
get the taste of Justin's dick out of my mouth to this day.
Oh,
go-
it's
every
like a mixture
morning-
of raspberries and cement.
It's pretty. On one hand, it's good. On the other hand, it's disgusting. Every day I'm in the bathroom with fucking mouthwash trying to get it out. And it
You know what it
doesn't happen,
tastes
bro.
like? It tastes like fucking the shit G Fuel uses. That's what it tastes like. That's how gross it is.
Buy GamerSops. Link in the
Yeah.
description.
Topic change. That's how you buy
Wow.
a product.
Wow.
You want your dick to taste good? Get Gamer Subs. You want it to taste like fucking sandpaper? Get G Fuel.
You want to know the best part is that I know for a fucking fact Gamer Subs would approve of that message.
Hell yeah. Me and my homies
your
hate
gods?
G Fuel.
Bro, they're sponsored too, man. They'll sponsor anyone.
You know who G Fuel probably would sponsor?
Yeah, who?
EDP.
Yeah, probably.
Not
So-
saying they do, I'm just saying they would.
I got another time. This one's a really short story. I was reminded because Killer was talking about washing his mouth out. Earlier
Sorry.
today,
What is this leading into?
No,
I like
no.
where this
Kill-
is going.
no, trust. It's about JD, so it's not gonna be anything
Oh.
too weird.
Okay.
So I was hanging out with JD in the playroom, and he just all of a sudden he got up and went to the bathroom.
JD's
Alright,
his kid, in case anybody doesn't know.
Yeah, he's my son. He went to the bathroom. I was like, okay, yeah, he's just got to go potty and all that. And then I heard the sink turn on, and I'm like, okay, he's washing his hands. And then it turns off, and then I hear music. I'm like, what the fuck? And he has this little step stool for when it's for when he washes his hand or brushes his teeth, but he only does it when he brushes his teeth. So I'm like, why is my son randomly brushing his teeth at like 7 o'clock? So like I walk in there, and he's standing there completely naked, looking at himself in the mirror, brushing his teeth. And I'm just like, dude, I missed a couple steps. What is happening? Like, I'm glad, the oral hygiene. This is great.
Respect.
This is
Dude,
great,
we're-
but like, where are your clothes? And I was just like, this is what happens when you're a dad. You just find this, and you just have to kind of tell your kid, listen, I know you're comfortable, but you got to put on pants, dude. If I got to, you got to. Like,
If I got it, you got it.
What a Chad. Respect to him.
it was just,
Respect.
He runs
was
that
the-
house now.
it's the funniest thing because I just opened up the bathroom door and he's just staring at himself in the mirror, just. And I was like,
Was he dancing too?
no, he's just dead
Oh.
serious, brushing his teeth. He's got a little cup, filled with some water, rinse his mouth out and everything. And then he
Good
tried
for
walking
him.
out of the bathroom, and I was like, no, you're forgetting something. They're right there on the floor. Put the clothes back on.
Good
And he
for
kind of
him.
looks at me, just
He's like, nah, we're doing balls out tonight.
Balls out tonight, lads.
I gotta say he's at that stage now to where he's like, okay, I'm a boy, I can go pee outside.
Yes, love that
he just-
stage.
But like,
I remember doing it
he-
all the time.
Yeah,
he hasn't
I'm gonna go
gotten
back
to the
it
point.
soon.
Fuck up.
He hasn't gotten to the point where he's like, I need to be like at a tree or like in a corner or
He just goes out in the middle of like anywhere.
the middle of my backyard, just dropped his pants and started going. And I was like,
What a
Dude.
Chad.
He's marking his territory, dude.
oh my god, dude, come on, like, listen.
Gonna pee in your bed now.
There's a tree
His.
like 10 feet away.
Gonna piss on everything you own. Mark it as his.
I fully support his decisions.
It's 2021, Carson. Don't be a bigot.
Yeah, don't be bigot,
Yeah.
Carson.
No, luckily he hasn't peed the bed. He did piss all over the bathroom the other day by accident. He was like rushing to go to the bathroom and like barely missed. Like he was
How
like,
old is he?
He's
like
4.
4.
Yeah, he was like trying to get his pants down and he like slipped while getting onto his step stool because he can't reach the toilet like me.
Oh.
And just
He can't reach the
everywhere.
toilet like me.
No, because he's short like me.
Oh, I thought you said because he can't reach the toilet like me. I was like, what kind of weird flex is that?
No,
What kind
no,
of weird flex
no.
is that?
He's got little short legs. He's long old torso, little real short legs. So he
Aw.
has a little step stool, but he just missed it. And he's well, like you're saying, he
Should we
saw
bring a
nothing
step
wrong
stool
with
for Manlid to Vegas?
this. Stilettos, please. Bring
Give him
him
a
a pair of
diaper, be
stilts.
easier.
Yeah.
Just have him piss and shit himself.
Honestly, that's probably a pretty good idea. If you bring a diaper, you never have to leave the table.
Exactly.
I bet
And
there's
the
gonna be like
the
some.
roulette table.
The smell will
bet-
drive everyone else away.
I bet there's gonna be like some hardcore people there, like, or there's gonna be like a super elderly dude there that just reeks because he's wearing a diaper and refuses the table. He's just gambling away his second.
Sad
Like,
part
his
is, I
house-
believe that.
Oh yeah, like the dude took out a second mortgage on his house and he's just playing craps. He smells like it.
Bro, I'm so not ready for a kid. That just seems like a lot of work.
You're not
Yeah,
ready
man.
for a little kid constantly yelling daddy?
No, I have 2 dogs and they're pretty cool, but they like feed themselves and like shit. I don't have to like teach them how. They just learned.
Gotta get rid of that breeding kink then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to kick that.
You can't kick a
Yeah.
kink. Believe me, I've tried. Don't ask me anymore.
What was his name?
I'm not telling you, bro. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Did you just want a cupcake?
No, no. That. Not
So
that.
you're the type of
bro.
guy to play the biscuit game by yourself when you get bored.
Do you not?
I've done it before.
Good protein. We're thinking of the same game, right?
Yeah, but
Never miss a chance, man. You gotta get all the protein in you can. No
Soggy
wasting.
Biscuit. Soggy biscuit, as we call it in Australia.
you just walk into like the gym locker room, Justin's just there doing a handstand. Just get a quick protein shot. Don't mind me.
You can't waste, man. You're gonna lose your gains.
You're gonna
Waste
lose your
not,
gains,
want
bro.
not.
We can't have that. We can't have that.
I think that's a good place to call it. We've been an hour and 30 in.
Yeah.
Yeah, end on some common biscuits. Hell yeah, man.
And ending on some soggy biscuits. That's a good place to call it.
I don't like the
Alright.
word soggy.
Was
So,
moist more preferred?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Oh well, in
Alright,
Australia we call it soggy biscuit.
So if you actually watch the entire thing, go ahead and put down in the comments like what your favorite Pokemon or Digimon or something like that. Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card, just
About to
like
say,
a cool
Yu-Gi-Oh.
thing. Yeah,
There's a
Yu-Gi-Oh
lot
card,
of
just
range here.
whatever. Yeah, it's like just something, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, or favorite one down in the comments because I want to see actually who watched this and who actually was into any of that stuff.
Also, follow all these retards on their Twitters. Their Twitters will be linked in the description. Follow Carson, Killer, and Lauren on Twitter. Get them some more clout so that way they can brag to their friends that they're on some shitty internet podcast. Yada, yada, yada. And go to the Patreon. Eventually, I'd like to pay these retards to be on here so we can make the podcast better. But we need a lot more sexual favors and money before that can happen.
I can help.
So, exactly. Lauren is offering.
Specifically
So,
sexual favors.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
great at
Oh.
that.
Listen, my goal is that I get enough clout from all this that I can reach out to Angry Orchard on Twitter and convince them to send me a 6-pack a week. That way I could just continue to always have one on the podcast. So we're 3 episodes in and I've always had at least one. So
Gamer Subs, code crazy. Use it or lose it. Fucking nerds.
lose
That-
what?
Your dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not using it then because my dick's small.
Well, I have some news for you.
Well, shit. That's what we're going to call it. Have a great night, everybody. That's it. Bye.